So the other day I went on a trip and I had like all these expectations and ideas and just thoughts running through my head of what was going to happen and how I was going to go and what I was going to do. Once I drove all this way, I realized something I've been missing, something that has just from time to time just slipped my mind. And I decided to embrace it and just to roll with it and to drop everything that I had expected for this trip. Here's what happened. So I was gathering all my camera gear and I was heading up to the mountains to go on a shoot. Now, previously I shot an episode where I was chasing fall. I was chasing fall and I was trying to get as many shots of the autumn leaves while I can. So I set off for Vail. I took off fully thinking I got all my camera equipment, I got all my gear, every lens, even my GoPro and my drone, all the batteries all charged, and I was ready to hit the road to catch some amazing content. And the whole time I was on my way up there, I couldn't stop thinking about all the epic shots I was going to get. And I was so tempted to pull over multiple times along the trip, but I kept telling myself, I'm going to get to Vail, I'm going to get to Vail, and there it's going to be epic. And it was. But let me tell you what happened. I got there and I realized that I'm always go, 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 shoot, 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 edit, 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 film myself, record myself, show the behind the scenes, and show the final product. And I got up there and something just hit me. It was time for me to relax.
One time.
2 times today.
Okay, Jason.
It
was
time for me just to sit down and enjoy these amazing views that I was just so anxious to go out and film. And suddenly, I didn't have a care in the world. I just wanted to sit there and relax and just soak it all in. Like, I'm living in Colorado. A year ago, this was just an idea. This was just a thought. And here I am, working for myself, being a young entrepreneur, and being a new artist in a big city. And I've done some really cool things, and I haven't had the time to give myself credit. So I learned a little lesson while I was going out to go film some epic footage, to go chase some epic footage. I realized that as much as I love living my life behind my lens and seeing things from a different perspective and different angle and trying to get the best shot and being creative and just really looking at things with a perspective that I normally wouldn't have if I didn't have a camera in my hand. Sometimes it's just best to put the camera down and see it through your own eyes. And now, I drove all this way up into the mountains only to realize that I just need to be in the present. I just need to be in the now. And sometimes I just need to give myself a pat on the back. And I think that's something that all creators need to hear. As often as we're just pushing ourselves and comparing ourselves to others by scrolling through Instagram and scrolling through YouTube and seeing how great everyone's doing, sometimes it's just best to sit back and enjoy yourself. I think we put too much pressure on ourselves. I think social media puts too much pressure on ourselves. Now, I can tell you that I left Vail just as happy with no footage as I would be if I had got amazing footage. I had time just to enjoy myself. I met some people, went to some art galleries, had a couple beers at a couple different patios, and just watched the sunset. And I wasn't worried about getting the shot. I wasn't worried about exposure and composition and framing and all these other elements. Is my battery going to die? I just took the time to reflect and think about, I've been kicking ass lately and I need to give myself some credit. And I think a lot of people out there who are doing amazing things need to stop from time to time and give themselves credit. So I just wanted to make this video and think about all the times that I've been out filming and recording myself. And I thought to myself, I'm just always out filming myself and showing the behind the scenes and trying to document as much as possible. And while I love doing all of that,
sometimes it's just a little too much. I have a full day of work 10 hours a day, come back home and I have to edit all this footage for these vlogs, for these videos, and suddenly my 10-hour day turns into a 12-hour or 14-hour day. And while I love what I do, sometimes I just need to breathe and relax. So I just wanted to make this video and remind everyone out there who's busy creating, because we live in a world where content is king, where video is king. And I think it's sometimes unhealthy. You gotta find the right balance. And it takes time, it takes effort, and it takes trial and error. So while I went to Vail and I didn't get any footage, and if I went up there today, all the leaves would pretty much be gone, or they'd be brown, they wouldn't be yellow anymore. And that's fine, because I really truly enjoyed my time without my camera.